is Matthew Felix.
And that's not the whole story, but that gives you an idea.
Welcome to the San Francisco Writers Conference podcast. How did you make that jump?
It's really, for me, a matter of life and death, almost.
I feel like I should read the book more carefully.
No. You knew this wasn't going to be easy. They're just not very good at it. Yeah. Especially with all those other languages.
10 years. I said 10 years going about that.
Easy answer to that one, basically.
Oh my God, you're right.
Would be a rough translation, right? So I want to provide a non-exhaustive, because again, there's just so much out there, so many options out there, but I want to provide an overview of some of many of those options that are available to us as writers for marketing online.
So welcome Matthew Felix, who will also MC the event.
It felt as intimidating as empowering to be the focus of so much attention, to be both unspoken question and imminent answer.
Hi there, welcome to the program. Our guest today, I am so excited, Matthew Felix. What were you doing differently that allowed you to hear your intuition more?
Well, it is what you just said, right? So, because the reason I decided to write a book about this is because as it was happening to me, I started realizing it was a process. And I'm just excited to talk about something that I love, which is interviewing, which is podcasting. I'm really going to focus mostly on the art of the interview itself. The ways in which my own writing endeavors have enriched my life are innumerable and profound. Because when we have the courage to pursue our passions, inevitably we find ourselves challenged and we can't help but to grow. Vast swaths of poppies rage like wildfire, seeming to perpetually outdo themselves in bursting into dazzling crimson. The flowers are so innumerable that like rivers threatening to overflow their banks, stone walls keep them from spilling into the neighboring plots of olives and scrub, muted and drab in comparison, unfairly upstaged. But the interview turned out not to be the most important thing that sort of came of going into the studio that day. Yes, I had started it for Matthew Felix to get myself and my work out into the world, but it wasn't just about me. What got you to give up that security? Passion. Don is bad-mouthing hidden content. So there'd be no better place, obviously, to do that than right here in the bathtub.
All of a sudden, there was all these shouts, stop, stop.
You need to stop. Okay, I'm live and she's doing this to me. I mean, God, she's a respected literary icon.
I just want to say you sabotaged me.
I sabotaged you.
With that.
Do you sing? I do, but that's not what I mean. Like I said, can you sing for us now? Sing for you? Don't you want to market your book? Well, yeah, but I mean, isn't that why you're here? It is, but then sing.
My new favorite book, Porcelain Travel.
The toilet was actually in the kitchen. And
excuse me?
Yeah, the toilet was in the kitchen. And the mini fridge was an arm's length reach from the toilet. So you had everything there.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
A rage.
Directed at you.
Dad, no, mysteries, poo, But
interesting. So you weren't even into them initially. No. Yeah. So I revisited the stories, dug them back out, and I still didn't think they were that funny. But in the time that had elapsed, working on my two other books, my novel and the Morocco book, I had worked with a brilliant editor. I had worked with just savage, ruthless beta readers. And I had worked with a very supportive writing group. So now I felt like I was a better writer. And even though I didn't think the stories were where I wanted them to be, I thought that I saw kind of how to get them there, how I could get them to a place where I would be comfortable sort of sharing them with the world and publishing them. One of the joys of traveling is I don't want to be connected. It was about 50 feet from Afghanistan for 3 days. And you just basically have to educate yourself to the extent you can. The mini fridge was just an arm's length in front of the commode. I was peeing on the floor. He began pinching both sides of my nose. Who here stops to make sure that your urinal is attached to the plumbing? Thank you very much.